Hello and welcome to a new episode of Africa Today. 3 people have died in gunshots wounds in fighting in the capital of the Central African Republic earlier in the week as shootings and gunfire were heard across Bangui. Let's know more about this in the following report.
Three people were killed and hundreds forced to flee their homes after gunfire broke out in the capital of the African Republic. The violence follows the kidnapping of 6 policemen last weekend. It was unclear if the fighting was connected to the kidnapping. Witnesses said the gunfire erupted in the capital's predominantly Muslim PK5 neighborhood and forced hundreds of residents from their homes. Police said 3 people were killed in the gunfire. Witnesses said soldiers from the United Nations mission for CAR were also involved in the fighting, but it was not clear who else participated. The Central African Republic, or CAR, one of the world's poorest countries, was plunged into chaos by the March 2013 ousting of long-serving President François Bozize, a Christian, by the mainly Muslim Seleka Rebel Alliance. Christian vigilante groups known as anti-Balaka or anti-Machet militia a religious cleansing campaign against the Muslim population where thousands were slaughtered. About a tenth of the population of the 4.8 million were also displaced.
And Eritrea is saying that Ethiopia is contemplating full-scale war against it. The statement was made by an Eritrean official to the UN Human Rights Council on Tuesday as the defendant his countries against allegations of crimes against humanity, and more about the situation between Eritrea and Ethiopia in the following report.
Eritrean and Ethiopian troops clashed along their borders on June 12th. Each has accused the other of starting the hostilities. Last week, Eritrea's Foreign Ministry blamed the United States for playing a role, referring to Washington's instigation of the attack by Ethiopian forces. Eritrea also said at least 200 Ethiopian troops were killed. Eritrean presidential advisor said that Ethiopia is making preparations for a bigger military offensive and contemplating a full-scale war, adding that Eritrea was prepared to defend itself. He said 18 Eritreans were killed in the recent fighting, and it had lodged a formal complaint with the UN Security Council. Ethiopia has said both sides suffered casualties but would not discuss specifics. It has also said it does not expect the situation to escalate. UN human rights investigators have accused Eritrea's leaders of crimes against humanity, including torture, rape and murder, over the past 25 years and called for the case to be referred to the International Criminal Court. They have also accused Eritrea of enslaving 300,000 to 400,000 of its own people and operating a shoot-to-kill policy on its borders to stop people from fleeing abroad.